Hi, Genki Call here with campaign tasks and Forest of Thorns for the week of April 11th, 2022. Let's start with campaign tasks. For the campaign tasks, we have for gold, use the Forest of Thorns team for 22 wins. Use the Woodland banner for 22 wins. For silver, craft 3 summoning stones, green, sorry. Win 6 dungeon battles, re-rolling personally. Use the archer class for 15 wins and explore Forest of Thorns 3 times at difficulty 3 plus. For bronze, open 50 gold chests, open 2 event chests, complete 1 adventure board. Yay, only 1. Use a bow weapon for 4 wins, get 4 ranked PvP battles, get 13 green kills, use a vault key for 1 treasure gnome, to kill 1 treasure gnome, match 90 green gems in battle, get 9 beast kills, and earn 200 goals in battle. So overall, really not bad at all. Just have that one that people are going to want to skip because, we're impatient. This is us. I know I'll be doing so. Anyway, okay, so for Forest of Thorns, and before we go into all of the other stuff going on this week, let's go over what you can get with your event keys this week. Bum, bum, bum. They are base, rarity, and show all, because I do not have either one of the mythics for this place. First of all, we have King Bloodwood, who does heavy splash damage to an enemy, and I should explain heavy splash damage means, let's say these are 3 troops here, you hit this one here for full damage, and the ones that are adjacent get 75% of that damage, so it's stronger than just splash damage, of course. So heavy splash damage, if you're going to do it, is the way you want to go. Boosted by entangled and bleeding enemies with a ×8 boost ratio, and steal 10 life from all enemies. So every time you cast, you're getting, if you're facing 4 enemies, you're getting an extra 40 life. Allied elementals reduce damage from skulls by 33%, and most importantly, entangle and inflict bleed on a random enemy when matching 4+ gems. The interesting thing about bleed is that you can have up to 4 stacks of bleed on the same troop. So if he randomly hits the same troop 4 times, it's going to have 4 stacks of bleed, which is going to do 10 true damage every turn that it's there, which is very interesting along with the steal life. But is this a fantastic mythic? I don't hear much about these two. Yasmin's Chosen is one that I really did not like facing in PvP. For a while, she was really there a lot, and I haven't seen her for quite a while. She does scatter damage boosted by entangled enemies with a ×10 boost ratio, create 10 green gems, so she can have some looping action going, which makes me think maybe Queen Beatrix or Gobtruffle would be good with her. And then entangle a random enemy when matching green. You don't even have to have a match 4, you just have to match green. So, yeah, I'd like to have them both because I am mythic blocked here and I'd really love to get my power level up. So I'm going to be using some event keys before I stop. Also available, first, everything here you see is available with your event keys except for the Alderfather. Dun, dun, dun. Alderfather, Red Thorn, and Green Golem, and also one more, the Dark Dryad. These 4 are only available in Primal Rift, which is the faction assault we'll be doing tomorrow. So you can get those 4 with your Chaos Shards in the Underworld. As for the rest of these guys, let's go over them. Gloomleaf, he doesn't seem like he'd be that powerful, and I've actually never used him. However, when we faced him on floor 25 of the Tower of Doom, with him stealing tons of armor and all of that skull damage reflection, he was kicking my rump. So I don't know about having him on my team list. As I've said, I've never actually used him, but he is impervious, which is great. He has that skull damage reflection, and stealing the armor means he's getting an armor buff. It's kind of like having, as long as you get to cast, it's kind of like having skull damage reduction. Not exactly the same, but it kind of works out to the same thing. Feymark here is our God Slayer for the Forest of Thorns. So at some point you're going to want to have this troop so that you'll be ready for the next time we do a Forest of Thorns raid boss event. He does damage to an enemy if they're a boss, you know, the usual stuff, and then if they die, cleanse all allies and dispel all enemies. The important thing is he's the God Slayer. The Werestag, love the design of the troop, love the spell, except it does lycanthropy. Inflict lycanthropy on a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems, which I'd be fine with, except for the second trait, which is 50% chance to convert a purple gem to lycanthropy at the start of my turn. And I don't like lycanthropy gems. I detest them, and so I won't use the Werestag personally. King Avalorn is important not because he does damage to all enemies with the boost and is a summoning troop. He's important because he gives all elf allies a 50% mana start. So if you're going to be running an elf team, some people like to run this run King Avalorn with the Arachnine Weaver because, believe it or not, that big old hairy spider is also an elf, supposedly, according to the game. So people like to run Avalorn with the Arachnine Weaver to get that 50% mana start for it. Very effective in PvP and Guild Wars. Savannah Mora, not super, not super powerful, but very useful for quick explores in delves. That's something I really like about her. Plus, she entangles the first enemy on 4+ gem matches. You pair that with Elementalist and stick Tannenbaum at the front of the team. You could be getting triple skull damage on with her help. So that's also a useful troop. We've got the Forest Troll, which is for a lot of people a must-have because it doubles the number of green gems on the board, then creates 3 more green gems, meaning that you can loop. A lot of people like to use this guy with King Gobtruffle specifically because he's an elemental, and this one's also an elemental. And then you've got the Mirage Queen and 50% mana start. People love to use this guy, and he's not my favorite way of doing things, but he is very effective. Green Seer, also very good. Transform a selected mana color to green, and I used to use this all the time with my Queen Beatrix team until I learned different ways of doing things. She was my go-to. Rowan, of course, is a beast. She is one of the most powerful troops in the game, period. Hands down. She's only an epic. You will get her by completing the storyline at Forest of Thorns. But if you want extra copies so that you can bump up her ascension some and make her a little bit more powerful, this is the time that you could do that. She does scatter damage boosted by her armor. So you hit her with the Shield of Erskaya, and she will one-shot everything on the other team as long as they're not submerged. So she is super, super powerful. Love her to pieces. Lord Bellinor, he's actually pretty useful. Does damage to an enemy and the enemy below them. So in events, when he has a boost, he can hit those sneakies, the ones that are what is the word? Stealthy. He can hit the stealthy troops. If you can hit the troop above them, you can also hit the stealthy troops with this guy, or with splash damage, or, you know, AoE. But anything that can't be targeted directly, you can hit with this guy, hopefully. Lorgar Archimedes, we are going to go over him. He is the glory troop for the week. I'll go ahead and go over him now. Does scatter damage boosted by 4 Forest of Thorns allies, then silences the first enemy, which actually sounds pretty great to me. For an epic, it's really not bad. So I'm thinking on level 1 explorers, because we have a boost with him in Explore this week, which I will get back to. I think he might be a good one to use this week for level 1 explorers. Alright, so other things of note here. Let's see. I may be missing something. The Vine Martin is a pain to fight, which means it'll be good to have, especially for events. Destroy a column, deal damage to the last enemy, boosted by brown gems destroyed. So if you manage to hit a bunch of brown gems with that times 5 boost ratio. It can do a lot of damage. It's really effective in arena. Uh, 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 uh. Let's see. Oh, of course, this is another one that can be pretty useful in arena, but you don't have to own it to use it in arena. So, probably good for events, though, I'm thinking. Anyway, let's back out of here. I'm going to use some event keys and then we'll head into the shop and we'll talk about all of the other things going on this week. So, wish me luck. Please please give me Mythic. I won't even be, greedy. I would like both, but just one will do. I don't have very. Of course, I got Lord Archimedes. I was so excited for half a sec. It's like, no way. All right. I don't have very many event keys, but I'm hopeful. My brother got one. Give me one. I want one. Ah, yes, Miss Chosen. Oh, crap. I already own her. What?
But no, you don't.
Oh, it's new. Oh, it's new. Ah, yes. That is what they call streamer luck. And that is amazing. I'm gonna push my luck, as a matter of fact. I'm gonna push my luck. I'm pushing it. I'm pushing my luck. I really want. Okay, I didn't expect to actually get a second one. I really didn't, but I had to try. I had that luck going. I was hoping it would be a streak. That is exciting. Ah, watch this. So Forest of Thorns was at power level 9. We popped up to power level 16 from level 9. That is how mythic blocked I was. Oh, that is exciting. Dude. Ah, that is so awesome. Ah, and I'm 2 pets away on either one of these from getting it up another power level. Oh, so nice. Ah, I'm always so happy when that happens. I'll level it up later. All right, let's go into the shop and talk about resources first. Spoils of War. I'm going to need some event keys. I forgot. I need a couple for a task. It's a good thing that I didn't do this yet because I can get 10 event keys here. You can do this every week. You have a limit of 10, but if you have the glory, I recommend getting all 10 every week. This is a fantastic deal for event keys. Also, in the weekly event, if you can afford it, try to get this guy up to mythic level if you can. Because I just opened all those keys, I actually only need 2 to get him to mythic. But normally you have to keep hitting this button to get all of the ones that you're going to need to get it to mythic. But remember that you get all of these other things. You get a bunch of trait stones that are super helpful if you are lower level. It's a great deal. Um, and plus, you have a troop that you can guaranteed get to level 20 when you need it for your power levels. Even if you're low level right now, if you're planning for the long run, this is a great way to make sure that you're going to have those level 20 troops at some point. Now, I did talk about Lord Archimedes giving us a boost this week, specifically. So let's go talk about that real quickly. It's over here. If you take him into Explore this week, you will get an extra 400 gold per battle. So you can put him on a gold farming team. You can just put him on a quick kill team with just add him on at the end. Just anything nice and fast, get some extra gold this week, which will be very nice. Also, since we're here and I remember to talk about it, Forest of Thorns troops gain an extra 10% to skills this week, as do beasts. So if it's a Forest of Thorns beast, they'll get a 20% boost to their skills this week. And the name of this event, Who's the Boss? Now, it's funny just because of the way it's spelled, but this is also the title of an old TV show that I am familiar with and watched when I was younger, so that makes it extra funny. Ha ha ha. Anyway, we have 2 battle crashers this week. We have both the Bunny Nog and the Bunny Corn. So if you're seeing them crash in all the time, that is why. It's for Easter for this week, and it's in PvP and Explore, and you'll get an extra 50 souls every time they show up. Da-da-da. Okay, world event. We'll talk about that later. That we will do later. Um, let's see, what next? I know I'm forgetting something. Oh no! Oh, yes, upcoming. Here we go. Guild. No, not guild. Games. All right, coming up this week, we've got the Cocoa Bunny on Wednesday. This is a brand new pet for us for Easter, which means since it's an Easter pet, it will be decorative only. It won't give you any boosts, but it's a new pet. And then the Faction Assault on Tuesday, going backwards a day, is Primal Rift. Then Thursday, we have the Archer class trial, and the weekend. The weekend event is going to be a 3-day faction assault at da 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 da. Where is it? There it is. I always lose it. The Black Heart. So if you didn't get this done when it first released, this will be your chance. You'll have 3 days to go through and try to get as much done as possible on this faction this weekend. And I did check Taran's World right before I came here. It had been showing that we were also having an invasion this weekend, and it's no longer showing that. So it's just showing the one event for the weekend. So anyway, that's it for this video. I've got 2 more coming your way. Stay tuned. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you folks soon. Bye bye.